Hey guys, Bukkit29 here, and welcome to video number 7. In this video, we are going to learn about teleporting, and we are going to make a TP command to teleport to other players, and we're also going to be making a spawn and set spawn command, so that you can set a spawn and then people can teleport to the spawn. So from now on, I'm not going to be creating the project in the video. I will have it ready already. So if you don't know how to do what I did, then you need to refer to our previous videos. So this one's not going to have any listeners or anything. This is just commands. So let's just start with our TP command. Okay, so we have our TP command. So first off, we just want to say if args.length equals 0, because if they don't specify a player, then we need to stop it. So, and this one is actually going to require that it's a player. So again, we just need to do if exclamation point sender instance of player sender.send message chat color.red plus this plugin is for players only. And then we're going to do our casting and say player P equals player sender. So if there's no arguments, we need to do p.send message chat color.red plus please specify a player. Okay, and then return. Then we need to do player target equals bucket.getServer.getPlayer args0. And we did do this before with our prank command. So, and then if target equals null, we need to check to make sure that they exist. Then we do player.send message color.red plus could not find player args0. So we'll tell them what they attempted to type, and then we're going to return. Okay, so now we have our player and we have our target, and we want to teleport them. So what we're going to do is we're going to do p.teleport, and then we're going to do, what you're going to want to do is p.teleport. This will teleport the player, and then you can specify, you can just say target, and it will teleport them to the target, but you can also have a location in here, and the location is a class that takes a world, an X, a Y, and a Z. So when we do the spawn command, that will make more sense, but you can do target, or you can do target.getLocation, and that will return the location of the target. Both of them work. And then let's just go ahead and do our return. Okay, so that is our teleport command. Now we want to move on to our spawn stuff. cmd.getName.equals ignore case set spawn. So now what we're going to do, this is going to use a configuration file. So let's just go ahead and once again public void on enable get config.options.copy defaults true. Now, actually, for this, we're not going to have it generate a configuration file, because the configuration file is just going to store the spawn. So if we don't have it generate a configuration file, it will actually just generate one once the set spawn command is run. So what we're just going to do is we're going to do get config.set spawn.x to p.getLocation.getX. Then you can just go ahead and copy this, and we're going to put one up there and then a bunch of other ones. Alright, so this is going to be spawn.world, p.getLocation.getWorld, and then you're going to have the Y, the Z, and the pitch, and the yaw. Those are just other variables. So, and then we're going to do p.getLocation.getPitch and .getYaw. Okay, so now we've just set everything in the configuration file. So we want to do save config and then p.sendMessage. Chat color.green plus spawn set. Alright, so there we go. We just made a set spawn command that sets the spawn to your current location. Now, normally you would add a permission to that. I'm not going to bother with it, but the previous video teaches you how. Now we're going to actually do the spawn command. getName.equals ignore case spawn. So what we just need to check to make sure that the spawn is actually set up. So what we're going to do is if getConfig.getConfiguration section spawn equals null. Now what that means is it's getting there's a spawn configuration section, and it's a section in the configuration file that stores, the world, X, Y, Z, pitch, and yaw. So this dot actually means it's going to spawn the configuration section, then it's setting this variable world. Now once the configuration file generates, I'll show it to you, and that will make more sense. But we're checking to see if it's been set up. If it's not, we're going to do send message, chatColor.red plus the spawn has not yet been set, and then return. Okay, so now that we know that it's been set, we want to do p.teleport, and now we want to teleport it to a location. So we do new location, and now this is going to be a long thing. getConfig.get string. Actually, you know what? Instead of making this one big thing, we're just going to say world w equals, and if you want to get a world by a name, you do bucket.getServer.getWorld, and you give it the name, which is going to be getConfig.getString, and it's going to be world spawn.world. And you're going to you need to import that, and it's going to be org.bucket.world. Okay, then you're going to do double x equals getConfig.getDouble spawn.x. And then we're just going to go ahead and copy that x, y, and z, x, y, and z. Now, I believe, let me just check, get pitch and get yaw. Okay, those are both floats. So we're going to say float pitch equals getConfig.getFloat. Oh, you know what? We're just going to have this as a double. Double pitch equals getConfig.getDouble spawn.pitch. And then we can just copy this double yaw. .yaw. And now we're going to make a new world, new location, W, X, Y, Z, pitch, yaw. That should work. Let's see. World, double, double, double. Oh, it seems that we can't have the pitch and the yaw be saved. So, we can just go ahead and take that out. So now we created now we've teleported them to the location, and we're going to say send message, chat color.green, and we'll just say, welcome to the spawn. Okay. So that should work. We're not going to create a configuration file, but we are going to be creating our plugin.yml like always. Again, if a plugin does not have one of these, it will not run. Name teleport version 1.0. Main is me.pogosick29.teleport.teleport. And the description is spawn and teleport. And then we just have our commands, TP usage /command. We're going to give it some aliases, teleport. So we're just going to give it one. So people can say TP or teleport and it will still work. And then we're going to say description is teleport to other players. Okay, and then I'm being kind of lazy right now, so I'm just going to copy this and paste it a few times. And make sure that everything lines up. So we have set spawn, and we'll just say spawn, and then we'll say set the spawn. And then right here we're going to have spawn go to the spawn. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and test this out. Teleports. Alright. Let's head over to our testing server and start it up. And let's see if there's any problems so far. No, our plugin started up successfully. So now let's go ahead and test it out in Minecraft. Let me just quickly show you that if you... Oh, let's see. We forgot to return. You need to return after you check if it's a player, or else it won't work. So I'm not going to bother recompiling it, but just know that you have to have it return after you do that check. That was my mistake. So let's go ahead and connect. First, we'll check out the teleport command. I don't have anyone else with which to test this, so I will just test it with myself. So first, if we do TP or teleport, they both work, and we didn't specify a player. So if we type in a player that doesn't exist, then it won't work. But if you specify a player, and you don't need to type in their whole name, see, Pogo will work. And now what it did, and you don't know because it's just me, is that I teleported myself to myself. So if there was another player, then that would work. Now let's go ahead, and first if we try spawn, you'll see the spawn has not yet been set. So now let's just say that we want to set the spawn right here. So /set spawn, spawn set. Now let's go ahead and check. Here's our teleport. If we open up our configuration, you can see, oh yes, let me just fix something really quickly. We actually want to do get name. We want to save it as p.getLocation.getWorld.getName, and then yes. So if we didn't do that, then it will not work. So let's go ahead and delete that configuration and reload. Okay. Now, set spawn, spawn set, and here's our configuration file. As you can see, the world is named, it created the configuration section called spawn, and within there's the world, which is named world, the X, the Y, and the Z. So now within the game, we should be able to do /spawn, and as you can see, it took us to the spawn. Now once again, if I stand way up here and do spawn, then it takes me back down to the spawn by getting the information that was set up in the configuration file. So that's all for this teleporting video. I hope you enjoyed video number 7. As always, you can request anything that you want to see, and you can also add me on Skype, Pogosick29. I'd be happy to help you with any problems, or answer questions, or help with your server, or anything in general. So thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.